Dear friends, great to see you again. This is Joanna from My Planet, My Life, reporting from the balcony. And this is another episode of Composting Adventures. Today, I will share some changes, big changes that are coming. And the main one is that I decided to change the house of my wormy worms. So this is their original house, the bin you have been seeing in the past episodes, and here I have a larger one, so today I'm going to transfer them to a bigger house. Now the reason why I decided to do that is that first of all I did some research on how to make sure that they survive the incredibly hot and humid summer that's underway. So it seems like a bigger space will give him more chances to do so, and I will share more about that, how I'm going to approach the heat and humidity when it finally hits us, probably in a month or so, hopefully not sooner than that. So this is what I'm going to do. There are also big changes in the scraps that became alive, so I'm going to show you that too. And since I'm going to be moving the soil and the worms from this bin to the bigger one, I'm also going to take this chance to do a little bit of a survey and count my wormy friends and see how many exactly I have. So let's start. Now say hello to my pumpkin friends. Last time you saw these two guys, they were way smaller. But look how huge they are now. Look at the thickness of this branch. I think this one is developing some flowers here inside. And here is, there we go. Here is the second guy, the guy that started growing in the corner. A little bit unfortunate, but you can see they're thriving here. I'm really curious how it's all going to turn out. We also have one potato still. I moved others to a different location. I will show that later. And there are two mystery guys, 1 and 2 here. I discovered them the moment I started moving some of the soil already to the bigger bin. No idea what they are. So let's get on with the move. And hopefully it all turns out okay. I'm a little bit worried about damaging the roots of pumpkin guys, so I gotta be extra careful here because I do want them to survive this move. I was about to get on with this entire moving procedure, but I got inspired before I really got into it, and the inspiration is dinner time. So this is pretty big pot, and this is maybe around a week worth of scraps. I started storing them in the fridge so that they don't go bad so fast because it's getting really warm, even though it doesn't really look like it's warm. However, it gradually is, so the food doesn't last as long, and I have a feeling that my worms, my team is not that hungry, so I doubt they can actually consume this much. So for that reason I put the scraps now in the fridge so I can just keep adding whatever I have, and so this is the result. We had, what do we have here? The black stuff. Nothing grows here, nothing rotten. You can see it's all relatively green. The black stuff is coffee. I heard is really good to add coffee because when worms consume that, it helps them to process the food and get it through their system. I don't drink coffee at all, so what I add to this is tea. Green tea leaves, sorry. green tea leaves, mint tea leaves, and so on, all sorts of leaves. But my husband, well, every once in a while drinks coffee, so we have that. We have some turnip leaves. This is, most of it is uncut, I didn't bother this time. We have some carrot peels, cucumber peels. This is going to be their first cucumber meal. Mizuna, which is, I think, mustard, some type of mustard green, Japanese green, zucchini, skins, what else, komatsuna, I forgot what that was, some kind of leafy green, yellow zucchini, some tomato skins, a little bit of cabbage leaves, lettuce, what else? I'm trying to remember what we cooked recently. More or less it's all that, lots of leafy greens, kiwi skins, stuff like that, so lots of green. So the inspiration is that this is probably the last time I will be able to be this deep in this bean. Yes, it's gonna be a feast of the feasts. So I'm gonna drop all that into the bean and then cover it with all the soil that's still here, and I hope the worms will enjoy it. So just gonna drop it like this. Ooh, oh my god, that's a lot of food. There we go. Coffee. Ugh. Coffee. Done. Now let me quickly show you. No, I can't. I have to change the screen. So let's switch it. That is hell of a dinner. Hell of a dinner. I can see some pieces of sweet potato too. I didn't mention that. So I hope they enjoy that. This time I also added a few pieces of cardboard. This one is sticking here on the side because I want to test how long it's going to take them, take the wormy team to consume that. I'm very wary, I don't think I'm gonna ever do that, which is putting newspaper in here, because yeah, I don't really trust the ink and all the chemicals that go into it, so I'm not going to do that, even though basically all the videos or advice on composting with worms suggests adding newspaper. I refuse. And we also have avocado. Off you go. So that's it. Now time to move. Sadly, I couldn't finish the entire operation before it got dark, so now I moved indoors, brought in the main house. The new house is outdoors because it's too huge to bring into my bedroom. So the operation continues, but in my bedroom now. But the good point is that we have awesome light now, so I can show you some really exciting discoveries. I'm so excited. So let's change the view and have a look. All right, so before we move on, once again, if you feel that you might feel disgusted by the view of basically rotten food, please skip this part. I personally don't think it looks that bad. I expected worse. It actually doesn't even smell bad so far, so let's see how it goes. I just uncovered a huge dinner party, so let me show you the guys that were in that party. There we go. Look. Now let me try to... Sorry. Look how huge it is. Say hello, smile to the camera. And here is one more. small and fat. And another one, super lively. Again, sorry for interrupting your dinner. So let's continue our dig now. Okay, earthworms to the right. And let's continue. So here comes the rotten food. So again, please skip. Now, this is a huge chunk of banana. It basically turned black. There's still some yellow here. Let's have a look. Yeah, soil, it's kind of turning into a pulp. It's really interesting, actually. I'm surprised myself that I'm excited about looking basically at rotten food. But somehow it is. It's like an investigation. You don't know what you're gonna find. I'm surprised myself that I don't feel disgusted touching all this. Oh, ho, ho. We like bananas. Here is beautiful earthworm. See? All nice and shiny, really big. Is this banana though? Yes, it is. Confirmed. Now you have beautiful view because it's not covered with soil. Thin, yeah, quite fit. And yeah, I don't really know. Is this banana? I think so. So we go on this side. And there is more. Look at those guys. Here we go. So I think that would be around 40 now. I wanted to show you. Oh yes, there is a baby. There is a baby. Did I get it? Yes. Just a moment. Let me remove the soil just a little bit. Oh, there we go. See here. That's a baby earthworm. I've seen even the smaller ones this time, which is, it's really, really cool. So they look exactly like just smaller version, thinner and not as dark pink, kind of transparent. I know it's a little bit hard to see because of soil, but it's fascinating. Here is a tomato. I just pulled it out. I put it in this bin exactly 3 days ago. I did a very unfortunate choice at the supermarket, and so it wasn't really okay to eat anymore. So I just decided to make a small experiment, and I just did like cut 2 lines in a cross and just put it like that in the soil. So it looks like it lost most of its juice and plum. So we can see 2 earthworms here. Here. Right, and what's happening is that there is also a little bit of mold inside, and it smells kind of sourish and sweet. Interesting. 4 hours later, and finally done. So here is one pumpkin, and this is the one that was in the corner, slightly smaller. So I'm gonna move them together with all the wormy friends into the big pot so they have lots of space. Interestingly, so many of the worms were actually hanging out around the roots, so I think it's good for them that they're actually there. And the fact that they're so big and have such a wide leaves, I think it's also beneficial to have them in the planter, because they're gonna create natural shade and will protect to some degree, of course, the soil from the heat. Now here are all the worms, so what's coming now is counting. Check my population. And ask something. Oh, I can actually show you because it's right on the top. Very interesting finding is a new type of, I'm not gonna say an egg anymore because I learned that these are cocoons. So today I found ones. I wonder if it's gonna be visible at all. Where are you? I found ones that aren't yellow color but red. So I wonder if that means anything, or I have no idea. I probably will have to look it up. So quite a few of those, quite a few yellow ones, plenty of baby earthworms, and a lot of really long or short and fat ones. So I'm gonna count them now. Let's see what our population is, and then quickly drop them into the big bin because I really want to go to bed.